So Leovold, I suppose we can play a few more games with him. Sacrifice a creature. Go search for any card. I think we'll try that. Whenever a creature deals damage to me, destroy it. I guess that's also one way to control the board. This could destroy a creature, or it can be a land on the back. I think we'll throw that in, actually. Okay, this can do -4/-4 to everything on the board, so that's another board wipe, I guess. We're cutting a land. Now, what else am I going to be, like, cutting here? Maybe just really get rid of 1 or 2 mana dorks or something. I mean, I have Moxen, I have Black Lotus, Chrome Mox, Mox Diamond, and whatnot to also help me ramp, so... should be probably fine to cut some of these mana dorks here, if anything. Alright, so one more card is just gonna go. Okay, I'm honestly hoping this makes sense, at least. Yeah, personally, I think I'm gonna try this. I want to go back in here. And who shall we fight? Mirror Gallery, but who should we go fight? If I go in here... Meloku himself. I have not dueled him yet. Meloku himself, who I have not yet dueled. We could go after him. Or I guess I could just go look back here and see... How many of these have I actually dueled yet? Who is this here? Winota. Oh, Winota, Joiner of Forces. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library, put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. And it gains indestructible until end of turn. I'm going to try this. I'm missing the green mana. Alright, let's crack a Mox Sapphire off the top of our deck, because why not? Sadly, for now I got nothing. Top card of my deck is a Feed the Swarm. Guess I could kill this. Let's play the Mox Diamond off the top of the deck. My opponent could just, like, sacrifice a creature, pay 2 mana to kill this anyway, so I'm gonna sacrifice Glint-Eye. That's what I'm thinking. Likewise, I do the same with Birds of Paradise. That's probably gonna get killed too, so... Well, let's actually see if my opponent spends a creature on this. I guess not. That's 2 mana from the Moxen, and then... I got 6 mana total here. So let's start with Leovold. And Dark Deal. Each player discards their hand and draws that many cards -1. And Dark Deal removes my opponent's hand, practically. Okay, it flies. That is fine. I can probably pay the kicker for this, so let's do that. Pretty much gonna keep my opponent on nothing in hand here. I'll take 2 damage again. Attack for 4 with Turok over here. Pass. Use triggered ability to draw a card? Yeah, of course. Recast them for 5. Just gonna keep attacking me with this Blinkmoth Nexus over and over again. I have plenty of life to lose, so I don't mind for now. What could I go search? Can I just choose all the modes? So I'll get any card from my deck on top of my hand. Any card from my deck into my hand. Okay, this is also going to be another way to just get my opponent more or less stuck. Or I guess first just set something up to hide behind. This should also theoretically deter my opponent from attacking me. Okay, there's Winota. Play Tamiyo. And then from there, Envelope Garden. I'll just pass. Leave my creatures up as blockers. Yeah, they will be forced to discard a card every single turn from Anvil. This is just gonna get, like, free +1/+1 every time it happens. I'll play a land. I'll go fetch into... Just go with Underground Sea. Does not fly. This does not fly either. Okay, I still get a clue token. Precisely why I went and did that. I'm just gonna, yeah, turn after turn, remove my opponent's hand completely. Okay, I'm gonna have like a brand new hand. Alright, let's make that basically useless. Alright, I guess let's do some swinging, actually. Then I suppose I'll just pass. I'll just cast this as a creature, I guess. Before putting my hand back into my deck to get a new hand. Pay 3 life to kill that. Pass. I'll destroy this. Should be free to just attack with everything I got. Alright, I got my opponent on 1 life here. And with this and Leovold, they're not getting any more cards. Yeah, they're just not getting new cards, so they can't really play. Alright, we have to play another game, it seems. I'll keep my hand. 3 lands in here. Okay, 2 lands and a Mox Emerald. One of which is a fetch, so I can get to whatever color I might be missing with Windswept Heath. I could just play this right off the top of my deck. You know what, we'll do it. Oh, I feel like grabbing a board wipe. Then again, if I do that, it's gonna cost 1 extra mana because of the Thalia that's now in my opponent's field. I'll hint to Turok my opponent, and pass. And next turn, I'll just drop a Toxic Deluge to clear their board entirely. For 4 mana. And, okay, pay 4 life so that everything on the field dies. Pass. Cast Leovold. I kinda wanna just see my graveyard. I see, like, my opponent's just not drawing much land at all, so that's good news for me. Yeah, that's certainly gonna make my job easier. Them not finding land. I suppose, yeah, this can just start attacking next turn. Whenever a player plays a land, they draw a card. Alright, let's play that. I'll just discard that, I guess. Sheska's Will. I'm gonna wash away that. Dealt 5 cards. Ideally, all instants and sorceries to get the maximum amount of counters on Murktide. So 2 mana, 8/8, flying. I'm gonna pitch this. Each player discards a card. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna go get off of Mystical here. Probably just, I don't know, safest thing to do is just anything that kills that commander. Sacrifice Malcolm to go get any card out of my deck. Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Each player draws, discards a card. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast, again. And yeah, by the way, my deck plays a lot of them. 4 mana to stock up. Do something like that. Okay, I can cast Diminishing Returns. I think that's all my mana, but I can still play it, so... We'll draw 7 cards, and our opponent's gonna have... 1 left. Sure, okay. Yeah, I'm starting to think this game is really not gonna last much longer. Make one out of sacrifice or creature. Each player draws, discards. I'll pitch that. And now I got her with an empty hand, and she's gonna be probably stuck with an empty hand for the rest of the game, most likely. Alright, Murktide Regent, end the game. Yep, I pretty much just, like, locked her out of the game, too. Destroy all creatures with converted mana cost 3 or less. Probably just... I think I'll just sell everything back. Who's this guy? Except I can't seem to interact with them. There's all these invisible walls I'm just not able to pass through. Who's this here? So many invisible walls I just can't seem to, like, get through. The Underworld, I'm pretty sure I dueled everybody here once already as well. I know I did that too. But all the Primeval Dragons from Invasion Block, I know I did that as well. Elder Dragons, I know I did too. Alara, I also know that I did that. That was a requirement to get into the Eldrazi prison. Gallery of the Ur-Dragon. It's gonna be all the 5-color legends again, who I know I've beaten. No real need to do it again. Anyone in here I maybe didn't fight? Gods of the Waste. Anyone here I didn't fight yet? Anyone here I don't actually recognize? Who's this guy over here? Can't interact with either one, it seems. I'm just walking into an invisible barrier. Okay, but I can fight Athreos, God of Passage, and he starts with how many cards on his field? Okay, this just only gives him 7 life. Starting with how many cards on your field? One of which is a Maelstrom Nexus. That could get out of hand quickly. Alright, so Mox... Okay, we'll do Mana Confluence. Mox Diamond, I'll pitch the island to it. That's indestructible. Play a Baleful Strix. Urn of Godfire to destroy that. He spent all his mana to do that, at least. Just wanted to see my next card. What can I do for 3 mana that could be of use? This is indestructible, so yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't know, maybe just try and grab a language with this thing. Grab a language to wipe the board with. That's the best thing I can really come up with right now. And then just nuke the board next turn of creatures. This is gonna be a really good languish. All creatures get -4/-4 till end of turn. But anyways, yeah, I still need to just establish a board presence. And just like that, he's pretty much like making a brand new board again. And then just like that, he managed to like effortlessly just reset the board. I don't know, pass. No, really, where all these creatures keep coming from? Apparently one board wipe was just not enough here. Alright, so could we realistically kill anything? So I lose 3 life every... I'm just gonna kill that. With Go for the Throat, that's gonna go. And I am basically out of mana, aren't I? And almost out of life too, mind you. Putting this back to its owner's hand. Flying. Yep, he's still playing, and I'm dead. Yep, Athreos is still popping off. Even after throwing a board wipe his way, he was still popping off. Swamp, forest... Oh man. What if I can't draw my third land? I'm gonna risk it. Hand with pretty much all blue spells and no island in my opening hand. So, I'm just gonna pass, because I can't do anything else right now. My hand is like all blue spells except for Toxic Deluge. Mox Emerald is not exactly what I was looking for. But you know what, actually, this isn't that bad at all. I can do Toxic Deluge to wipe the board, and then he's probably just gonna, like, make a brand new board like it's nothing. I am not finding enough land, straight up. And it's all blue, it's pretty much, except for this, it's all blue spells in my hand too, mind you. This is the only thing I can play. That's actually the only thing I can cast. Here we go again. Here we go. I'm gonna need another board wipe. Better late than never. I have access to blue. What can we even do with it? I'll draw 3 cards first things first. This is indestructible still, mind you. So... honestly, not even sure what to do here. Fresh start on this would be really nice, actually. Except I am out of blue mana, of course. So that's not something I can actually do, you know? I don't know, I could have used that. Oh, really? Where do all these creatures keep coming from? Let's discard that. Oh no, I'm just trying to draw for a board wipe or something. I'm gonna need another board wipe, but even then, he's probably just gonna, like, get it all back again. I think I spent one too many turns just simply not, actually. What do I do here? I'll just concede. I spent one too many turns just simply not be able to play a land because I wasn't drawing it. Spent a little bit too much time just simply not actually being able to play lands. And at least like 5 turns missing blue entirely. Can I pass through? if I really don't think I can do this, I can just easily like, switch to a different deck, mind you. If I don't think Leovold is up to it, I can just switch decks. I can switch to whatever deck, actually. I want to put this in, also. I want to put that in. And since I know we're also dealing with freaking Maelstrom Nexus, 2 cards that can just get rid of it for 1 mana, I think I want to put in. I think that would be smart. I don't know, I think that's a good idea. Because I think that's where he's getting a lot of his extra card advantage from, just that alone, really. We can try the deck like this. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to Narset Enlightened Master, try her again. Oh, does he not have the Maelstrom Nexus anymore? Where did that just go? Where did that even go? Oh, is that actually gone? Alright, the Maelstrom Nexus isn't here anymore, I just noticed. So that's how he's getting his creatures from the graveyard back to his hand. Pass. So no Maelstrom Nexus is probably going to make this considerably easier. Just seeing what I can do right now, but it's looking like not really much of anything. I don't know, maybe I could counter something. Yeah, we'll counter something, alright. Oh, this flies. Oh, Erode destroys, unfortunately. I'm still gonna do it. Pass. Urn of Godfire targeting that. Well. Arena of Glory, so I have 4 lands plus my Sol Ring. So I'm going to exert this Arena of Glory here. And now Narset should come in and she should have haste. It's time to start swinging. Well, I'm gonna get an extra turn, guaranteed. I'll just do the Time Warp. Play Mox Pearl also, because why not? Attack again, like so. Let's see what I hit with Narset this turn. Enlightened Tutor, Lightning Bolt, Parting Gust. I'll bolt the servo token. Exile target non-token creature. Gift something. I'm gonna give Athreos a fish and get rid of the commander. And then we'll do Enlightened Tutor. I'll just throw a fresh start on top of the deck. That's gonna deal with Athreos. I'll do a Stalk Up right here and now. I'll grab these two. Okay, perfect. Untap Narset to get her safely out of combat. I could just do Armageddon right now, actually. Oh, never mind. I thought this was going to be 4 chorus counters. I misread. And, well, what do you know? We just found the time stretch off the top of our deck. This back to the opponent's hand. I get 2 more turns. Okay, now I get to play stuff for free with Malcolm over here. And we'll also do Frantic Search. Discarding, let's see. Those will go. I'll give my creatures Indestructible. And then I'll cast a Blasphemous Act. 13 damage to each creature after giving my stuff Indestructible. And I get another turn. Free Talisman of Progress. What did I exile now? I could wipe the board again with Supreme Verdict, but no. So yep, back to Athreos. Except I pretty much left him with, like, almost nothing to work with. What's in my exiled cards now? Not really, not a whole lot. I'll do a Ponder, and get another 5/5 Dragon. Source the Plowshares into my hand. Assuming he's even gonna be able to cast another spell this game. I guess except for that. I'll just attack with all my dragons. Okay, we got another game to do. And this hand, yeah, I'm also gonna be stoked to play this hand. Okay, immediate Athreos God of Passage. City of Brass, Mox Sapphire. Pass. Okay. I'm just gonna remand this thing. Put it back into his hand and I'll draw a card. And then from here, I'll go fetch. I'll get rid of this and replace it with a fish token again. Okay, I can path to exile something in a pinch if need be. Pass. I'll do Razorgrass Ambush on the Auriok champion. And I guess I'll just take the 4 damage though. I'm gonna Mana Leak this. Could just wipe the board right here and now with Supreme Verdict. You know what? Let's do that. I mean, it's going to die anyways. Let's sacrifice a creature that's gonna get killed by my board wipe anyways. Okay, Athreos now gains double life. Twice as much life as usual now he gains. Okay, understood. Okay, Cosmos Elixir, that's the card that would give him, like, extra card draw every turn if he had more than a starting life, but I Mana Leaked it, so it's not on his field. I countered that. Nothing I really want to steal off his board that badly. Nothing that badly I want to, like, take off of his board right now. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. I'm just seeing if there's anything on the board I need to really watch out for here. I guess we'll just play Jeweled Lotus. Pass. Sure. He spent all 6 mana he had to do that, at least, so that's something good. He didn't get to do anything else that turn. So I'll attack and see what I just exiled. Destroy all untapped creatures. I mean, you know what? Might as well. Pass back to him. I'm gonna go ahead and counter that with a counterspell. Mox Diamond, Talisman of Progress, Shorekai Genesis Engine. Yeah, we had some good stuff in here. Oh, Mox. I have no land to discard to Mox Diamond, so it's just gone. I don't actually get to play it. I have plenty of counter magic now, so I should be fine. Oh, Time Warp. Let's just do that for free. So I will get another turn. I'll go ahead and play this too while we're at it. The 3-mana 5/5 flyer that manifests dread every turn. So in here we have Mox Pearl, Lightning Bolt, the Ponder. I got nothing else to really hit besides him in the face. Ponder. Shuffle the library? No, we'll just take that. Oh, Time Stretch is now in my hand, apparently. Anyways, I think we'll just pass here. I'm gonna Force of Will that Ajani, Strength of the Pride, whatever that Planeswalker is. I might actually have enough mana with all the freaking mana rocks I've been just finding. I can probably just cast Time Stretch. Like, actually go cast it with enough mana. This basically almost never happens. I can actually literally play Time Stretch for 10. And in here we also got... What am I gonna really source the Plowshares? There's nothing to do that to. Right at the Dragon Collar. Mox Ruby. I'll just kill this because I'm gonna get a 5/5 Flying Dragon anyways. I might just win with commander damage. I've probably hit him like at least 7 times by now with this. Yeah. Narset must have hit him 7 times by now. Sure, yes, let's take our loot. If I want to play a colorless deck, this would be insane. Not particularly interested, though. Is that a giant wasp? The Locust God. That looks nothing like a wasp. What am I saying? Starts with Bolas' Citadel on the field. You may just play stuff from the top of your library by paying life instead of actually paying its mana costs. Start with Bolas' Citadel. That is insane. Hey, at least I get to go first. Anyways, let's see what I can do here. Okay, we're gonna make the top card of our deck, I guess, something else. I guess I could just do an immediate stock up. I'm thinking that would be smart to have. I'm gonna get Taxian Probe my opponent immediately. Curse of the Swine, Cyclonic Rift, and 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can produce 5 mana total here. I'm just gonna pass it back to him. Skull Clamp. Okay. Putting this back into his hand. Okay, recast, fine. Again, not losing life. Play this as a land. Play this, yeah, back face up, so white mana. Wrath of God. We'll just clean the board up with that. Wow, winning every coin flip, that's amazing. My opponent could attempt to counter my spell. They have 3 lands up, 2 of which can produce blue. I guess I'll just hold back and do that. Whenever you draw a card, create a 1/1 blue. Whenever Sage of the Falls or another non-human creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. And whenever you do, create a creature token that's going to trigger this. I think it's an infinite loop. That only would technically end if the opponent just chooses to, like, stop. Whenever you draw a card, create 1 blue, you may draw a card. Okay, you can just choose not to draw here, because if you kept doing that infinitely, you'd deck yourself out. This plus this is an infinite loop. Which you can stop whenever you want. Yeah, imagine if all those cards in the graveyard can also do something. I mean, I'm expecting the opponent to just have to stop this loop eventually. Or they could be stupid enough to just keep going even if it decks them out. I want to see, like, how many cards they just draw and discard. I really just saved my Wrath of God for this. Yep, my opponent's still going here. Honestly, I just want to see how many cards Locust God goes down to in his deck before he decides to stop. Like, does he stop at a reasonable amount of cards? Because you have to stop eventually, or you just die to deck out if you don't. And you can just stop whenever. When will the computer stop this combo? 2 cards left. 1 card left. 0. He decked himself out. Locust God just decks himself out. You can stop anytime you want off the Sage Trigger. You can just choose not to draw, but he just decked himself to a game loss. Or, I don't know, we just hope the computer is stupid enough to deck themselves into a game loss. That's exactly what he did. Okay, that works. I don't know, maybe just get down to like 5 to 10 cards and then that's enough. That's more than enough, like, little, whatever, like, locust insect tokens to kill me with. No, let's just draw the entire deck and die. Honestly, like, shocked there was, like, no safeguard to stop him from just drawing if there was, like, an empty deck. Or even just like going all the way till 0 cards, that's almost just as bad. You lose on your next draw step. I'll keep that there. If that drawbridge can stick around, then I can use the drawbridge to give Narset haste. And I guess in the meantime... Oh, I'm gonna get mana drain. I'm gonna get my crashing drawbridge of all things countered. Countered crashing drawbridge. You know what? I'm stealing Locust God for myself. Sure, my opponent gets a 3/3 flyer, but I'm taking this for myself. Every time I draw a card, I get a free one of these to hide behind. Yeah, that's gonna probably buy me some time. Pass. Destroy each artifact you don't control. Okay, it's just the capsule. That is fine. I'll let this hit me. I don't want this to die and then he just gets it back. Each player discards their hands and draws 7 new cards. You know what? Okay, we'll do that. I'm gonna get 7 free tokens for this. I get 7 free 1/1s. I'm definitely gonna not let that. I'm not countering it. Okay, let's make another one. Oh, they even have haste. They could have literally just all attacked the same turn they came down. No, really, let that sink in. Anyways, I think we'll just do this tapped. This can make 2 mana next turn. And then... we just play all this stuff from the graveyard with flashback. Do I want to allow this? I'll just hold up my counter spells. 3 damage to that, right? I'll let it go. This, on the other hand, I'm not gonna let go. If I control a commander, it doesn't even have to be my own, then I can cast that for free. Rapid hybridization, destroy target creature. Targeting response. I'm gonna force of will that. Oh, it's still dead apparently. Attack with all of them. I really don't want the Locust God to draw even more cards now, so yeah. I don't want to see him draw even more stuff. So I need to really start just cleaning up this board here. This is getting ridiculous. We could just remove this with one of these little, like... yeah, one of these, like, pieces of removal could just deal with it. Because this keeps getting, like, big. Maybe he's running short on instants and sorceries, I don't know. This... yeah. Spent all my white mana to do that. Oh, never mind, I have one more. Pass. Sink into Stupor, targeting into the pit. How'd this get back into my opponent's hand? Or are they just casting it from the graveyard with Lier flashback? Oh boy. The Locust God is back for more. Path to Exile here. And with that, pass it back. Not sure what else to really do here. Okay, this basically gets Shroud. Blocking that. Oh, flying, right. Wash away the Locust God. Oh, what's it doing on the field anyways? Is there something here that's making spells uncounterable? Oh, right. There's something that's making the spells uncounterable, so I just wasted a perfectly good wash away. So, what am I supposed to really do to, like... I guess we can recast this. How am I gonna dismantle this board? This on top, and this on top. Should have probably just taken this off the field sooner, let's be real. That should have probably gone way sooner. I had like 2 of my spells not actually counter anything. I'm just gonna attack and hope for the best here. What did I exile? Nothing to really get me out of a losing battle, I see. I had to just kind of go for it at that point, let's be real. Honestly, I had to just go for it. Okay, I think at this point my opponent's just going to be drawing way too many cards for me to come back. Careful study. What could I do with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mox Diamond. Is this all I have? I'm gonna concede. Yeah, should have known that game was just gonna go south. Volcanic Island, Sol Ring, no, Sol Ring. Drawbridge. Pass. Okay, so at least this is a land still, so I can make mana. It gave me another land, thankfully. I'll take that. At the very least, I'll get another land to work with. 1, 2. I got 5 mana already. Brainstorm. I'm blocking that. Yeah, I'll just block it. And give Narset haste with my drawbridge. Can attack immediately. And then find off the top of my deck. Some good stuff. That's some good stuff, alright. Stock up. What colors am I playing against again? Oh, blue-red, so this can actually hit something. Okay, and then there's Time Warp. Yeah, now I think I'm the one in the driver's seat here. Especially since this is my top deck. Destroy all tapped creatures. Perfect. Mox Ruby. Gitaxian Probe. In response, I can counter a blue spell. Pyroblast. I think I have him right. Oh yeah, I definitely have him right where I want him now. Armageddon. Got him exactly where I want him now. I guess I'll do Frantic Search first things first. Let's just untap this. We can also play Careful Study for free, so let's do that too. Actually, I want to steal that Citadel for myself. I'd like to try and yoink that for myself. I'll just discard those. Oh wait, actually, seriously, I have 5 mana? That's 2, 4, 5. Perfect. Exile Bolas' Citadel. And I create a token that's a copy of it. Alright, now I'm the one who can just play shit off the top of my deck. Do I want to pay 0 life? Yes, I do. I believe I need to sacrifice this for the mana. Draw 3 cards. Anyways, pass turn. Not surprising. Shuffle the library? No. Just play, I guess, as much stuff as possible off the top of the deck. And in here we'll have Jeweled Lotus, Lightning Greaves, Timely Ward, make this indestructible. I'll play that as a creature. Oh, I can take an extra turn. This is just getting better and better. I lose a bit of life, but I'm still, like, really far ahead here. I'm still so far ahead, it's not even funny. Pass. I guess if my opponent can even do anything at all. Okay, do not want a Blasphemous Act here. Nothing I really want to play there. Pass. Again, just nothing because he has no lands, right? Alpha Strike. Win a game from opponent drawing out of their deck? I got a new achievement. Win a game from the opponent like running out of cards in their deck. Is that what that said? Oh, did I just get a raging river? Yeah, I did. The Locust God. Now I have a copy of it. When you attack, non-flying defending creatures must be divided as opponent wishes between the left and right sides of the river. You then choose on which side of the river to place each attacking creature, and attacking creatures can only be blocked by flying creatures or those on the same side of the river. I don't even feel like trying to understand this card. I don't understand this. I don't think it's worth the effort trying to understand either. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck, then draws that many cards. Yeah, imagine if this wasn't a red or a white, and then I could play it in Leovold, Emissary of Trust. Unfortunately, I can't really do that. Win a game from opponent drawing into an empty library by turn 4. Because they literally just decked themselves out to do that. The opponent literally just played themselves. Scorpion God. Starts with 2 copies of Bolas' Citadel. And a Moaning Wall and this guy again. I'm not worried about the Moaning Wall. 2 copies of the Citadel, that's hilarious. And then he immediately just has to get rid of one because of the legend rule. Start with 2 copies of Citadel, and you have to immediately sacrifice one because of legend rule. Is he actually supposed to start with 2 copies of the same, like, card? Is that really what was intended? Because, yeah, you just look silly with 2 of the same legendary permanent on your side of the field at the start of the game. You look really silly like that. I'll do stock up. Erode and a bunch of lands. I'll take the one that can give Narset haste. I mean, that makes sense. Just pay 3 life to play a Phyrexian Arena. And then, okay, there's the Scorpion God. Pat to exile this one. How am I gonna deal with all these extra cards on the field? Get rid of the thing that's giving all the black creatures +1/+1. I think that makes sense. Take that off the field. I think Mana Leak will stop this. Fractured Identity. I'm gonna steal that Balasta Citadel for myself again. And now I get to play a bunch of stuff off the top of the deck. Just by paying life. I'll just give him Shroud. I'll just take all of it. Scorpion God. I'm gonna throw a Force of Will at that thing. Play Jeweled Lotus off the top of my deck for free because it's a 0 mana card. And then we're gonna cast Exert Arena of Glory. Narset's gonna get haste. This gives her the ability to attack immediately. So let's see what I find off the top of my deck over here. I'm gonna take... Black creatures you control have Wither. I think I want this to go away. I think that should go away. Play land. Can I just freely play lands off the top of my deck as well? You may play the top card of your library. Oh, yes I can, if I haven't already played a land this turn, that is. Pay 1 life to draw 3 cards. That is the deal of the century. Deal of the century right there, I'm telling you. Destroy Into the Pit? Fine. If I still get to keep the Balasta Citadel, it's all good. Attack for 3? Sure, let it hit me. I'll kill that for 1 life. Play a land, play a fetch land, shuffle my deck after searching. I get to change the top card of my deck to something else. Mana drain. Let's attack first. In response to the block. Rapid hybridization to get rid of Yawgmoth. Forgot to play this and this. Whoops. Still going, I see. Okay, once again, it's my turn. So now that's in the way. Petty Theft this back into his hand. Pay 2 life to do that. Okay, now I'm actually gonna cast Time Warp. This time I'm actually gonna play it. Let me shuffle my deck again. Change the top card of my deck. Mox Pearl for 0 life. Beautiful. I still get an attack trigger with Narset. And that's gonna be a Brainstorm. So, we're gonna top... Closest to top Temporal Mastery. I'll just take all that damage. Exile my graveyard. Sure. Should have played this last turn. Yeah, I'm playing that for the miracle cost, of course. Pay 1 life to kill a fish, I guess. Gonna pay 6 life to cast this off the top of my deck. Pay 1 life to play that off the top of my deck. Might need to think about getting some life back sooner or later. I don't know, try and get something off the field at least. I guess I can attack, and hopefully, when I exile the top 4 cards in my deck, hopefully there's something good in here. I can expropriate. Off the top of my deck, I can play a Cyclonic Rift. I can pay 2 life and overload? Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, pay 2 life and do the overload cost? That's amazing. Did not know that's how, like, overload costs, like, would... I did not know that's how that would work with Bolas's Citadel. Oh, so what do we exile again? Expropriate. Okay, I get to steal his best permanent, if there's anything really worth taking. Counter Mox Ruby. Just handed me another creature to kill you with, I see. Sure, let's draw a card also. Let's draw, like, no, 2 cards actually off of that. Can I actually cast Time Stretch? I might be able to. Okay, it turns out I actually do have 10 mana to play it. At this rate, it doesn't look like Scorpion God's gonna be untapping ever again. He will not untap ever again at this rate. Sure, let's make another dragon. Armageddon. I'll kill him with the eyeball. That was game 1? I thought we did at least 2 games by now, but no, what do I know? That was all the first game. I did not know we were still on game 1 this whole time. I really thought we were, like, further along or something. Again, we'll try this hand. +2, no, +1, +1, and Wither. I'll have to let that hit me. I don't think there's anything right now I want to copy that badly. With Phantasmal Image over here. I'll let this resolve. I'll let this resolve. This I will counter. And then from here, Skyclave Apparition, just get rid of that. Sure. I'm just seeing what the rest of our options are supposed to be right now. I'll just pass it back. Oh, he's just playing everything off the top of his deck right now. Can I counter this? I guess I can stop something at least. I'm pretty much just going all in with Bolas' Citadel, playing all this stuff for, like, just by paying life. And I pretty much have, like, a full board I need to deal with somehow. How do I keep drawing this, like, every single game, practically? Time Warp is gonna go on the top. Shuffle the library? No. No, this actually should have been, like, second to top. That should have been, like, second closest to the top, actually. I think I did that wrong. That's double strike? Yeah, I want to get rid of it. Mystical Tutor. Pay 1 life, get any instant or sorcery. We're just gonna actually keep Cyclonic Rift there, because we can do pay 2 life, and even do Overload. Pay 2 life to bounce all his non-land permanents back to his hand. Yeah, this is just changing everything. If I get a copy of it for myself, that changes everything. So, 6/6 Wither. Okay. Pay 1 life to kill that. I'll cast Narset Enlightened Master and pass. Pay 2 life to throw this back into his hand. I'm just gonna attack with Narset and play that for free anyways. Well, let's cast it. And Time Warp, so now I'm taking 3 extra turns here. Top card of my deck. Okay, yeah, let's just draw 3. Land, that's fine. Okay, let's play a gamble for free. Take another turn. Okay, I have apparently 9 mana to just cast. I can just cast Expropriate, like I can hard cast it. Getting another extra turn from that as well. It's really looking like he's not gonna get the ever on tap ever again. That's gonna go on top. Closest to top, these two. Pay 1 life for careful study. Yeah, how many extra turns do I even have, like, lined up? I've honestly lost count as to how many extra turns I've got, but I only need this one to win. That one's all we need. Yeah, the moment I stole that Citadel in Game 2, it was just all downhill for Scorpion God. And once I stole his Citadel, it was pretty much all downhill for him. If you didn't play this from your hand, you lose the game when it enters. If each player has no cards in hand. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with Narset and do, I guess, one more. We're gonna play against Miloku, the Clouded Mirror here. Okay, probably is for the best I just brought, like, one of my better decks to the game. Mirror Shield, Mirror Box. All non-land permanents are legendary. Mirror Works, the Magic Mirror, Mirage Mirror. 2 lands, Patron of the Moon. And 100 life he starts with. Probably was just for the better I brought my best deck to the game. Or one of my better decks, I should say. This is probably one of the stronger decks I have available to me. He's gonna draw 1 card on the first turn, then 2 on the second, then 3 on the third. That's gonna get out of hand quickly. That's probably gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem. Take Lightning Greaves, at least. Even if I want to go attack, I can't really do that now, can I? I guess now I'll just slap the Greaves on Malcolm and swing? Okay, Gilded Drake will be able to steal that for myself. That'll have to be next turn. Black Lotus. Mirror Works just copied it. Non-basic lands are islands. And that I certainly wasn't expecting. How can I, like, can I not target this? Hexproof. Oh, I can't target it because hexproof, right. I don't think I got anything. I don't think I have anything for Harbinger of the Seas. All non-basic lands become islands. I don't think I got anything if I'm just, like, stuck on a single color the whole game. I don't think I can do anything there. Yeah, I'm thinking this is just not gonna work. This guy even has Mox Opal in his hand. And several artifacts, so that it's guaranteed to have Metalcraft too, mind you. In response to equipping this, I'll wait for Moloko to pay 2 mana to attach this shield to the Patron of the Moon before exiling it. Attack, and get some free cards in my hand. One of which is going to be discarded. Wasteland. I got nothing to stop that. Creates a token that's a copy of Glint-Eye. In response to... wait. I actually can't do that. After getting, like, smacked down with the Wasteland, I actually can't do that. I got freaking hit with a Wasteland. That pretty much just, like, shuts me down. And he just time-walked me as well, and he just went and time-walked me. Yeah, now go figure, he has a 17-card hand, while I have next to nothing to work with still. At least I'm still drawing some cards, I guess. So it's like, at this point, what do I even want to copy? I'll just play a Signet. Unless, I don't know, that gets destroyed too or something. Unless he pops that as well. I'm gonna try and just play a Supreme Verdict next turn. That is more or less what I'm gonna go for here. Do I get another turn, though? Question is, am I ever gonna get the untap? 2 extra turns he got after this one. Yep, I'm never gonna get the untap. Yeah, I can't untap. I'm gonna give this one more try, actually. I don't know, maybe I just got really unlucky with that Lace Wasteland in game 2. Starting to think this could potentially be like the hardest opponent in the game. Oh, he even gets to go first just to make matters worse for me. Ancient Tomb, Arcane Signet. Pass. Okay, I see. So I got 4 mana, what can I realistically go do with it? Play a Signet. What do I even get rid of at this point? I'll just get that Mirror Shield off the field. This should probably be the first thing to take off the field. That should probably just be the first thing to go. Oh, this is still in the way, though. Right, that is still blocking the way. At least it doesn't do any damage there. Oh, nice. Take an extra turn. Countered. Never mind, it's gonna get countered. Artifact, creature, a planeswalker spell. Nah, I can't really stop this. Also, just to add insult to injury, I'm only keeping 1 treasure token. Okay, at least I got to do something there. Yeah, now I need to get some cards back in my hand. I need to get my hand size back up desperately now. Time Warp, I cannot respond to that. Now I'm just afraid he's gonna start chaining extra turns here. Or making free zombies. Oh, I think I'm off the hook here. So he still has this on the field. One, two, three, 4, 5. Just counting my lands here. Just seeing what I can and can't do. Gonna do Flage, kill one of the zombie tokens. I don't know, I really think I need to just get my stuff on the field now. I gotta just get my stuff out there. Well, there's a Black Lotus. Because my opponent pretty much tapped out. That's what it looks like. Plateau. I'm gonna cast Narset here. Wash Away is gonna get countered. I got nothing there. I got nothing. Yeah, and that's gonna be my entire turn. That was indeed my entire turn. Am I gonna be met with another counter spell if I try anything funny? Do I even have... No, I do not even have enough. Do I have enough? Do I even have enough? I do not. 2, 3, 4, 5... I only have 7 mana. I don't even have enough to recast this. I actually don't have enough. So what can I even do anymore? I'll just get that off the field. So my opponent just stops drawing so many cards. Yeah, I guess that's just gonna go. Draw 2 more cards. What can I go grab off of a gamble that could get me out of a really bad spot? Maybe I just try and overload one of these. Two extra turns. At this rate, I'm not gonna ever untap. Another, and he's just gonna chain them. He's just gonna probably chain extra turns endlessly. Yeah. I just got like... got 3 extra turns in a row there. I couldn't get Narset on the board, and then 3 extra turns all back to back to back. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. At that point, I really just can't do anything. Yeah, once that starts happening, it's just over. That was a pretty good first turn for him. I think we're probably already, like, screwed here. Since I'm not even sure where the hell all these extra cards keep coming from. I mean, there was Magic Mirror, but I got rid of that, but still. I even made sure to get rid of that, but still, it's not really helping much. Barely not able to cast it, apparently. I just have to let him hit me again. Right, Wrath of God. I mean, I don't... And then, now, I'm just not drawing lands anymore, so I don't know what else you want me to do. Yep, I think the game's over. Just can cast everything from the hand for free. And take probably as many extra turns as you want. That was like, that was the worst way that could have gone yet. That was like by far the most unfortunate game too I could have possibly gotten. I'm gonna give this one more try still. I don't know, going first would be a pretty big advantage here. I never seem to go first in game 1, like, ever. I never get to go first ever in the first game, like, I just can't seem to do it. I'm gonna try to do Supreme Verdict turn 3, and then maybe stabilize from there. Wait, what if I can't get an island or a mountain? Then I can't even do that. Okay, wow. I think I'm already way too far behind, and this is like only turn 2. We're only on the second turn, and already I don't think I can pull it back. Two time walks? Time walk is gonna get copied. Tinker, 2 Blightsteel Colossus. And he gets another turn. 2 more extra turns. Which you won't even need. I thought I was supposed to be the guy who's just chaining extra turns endlessly. This is bullshit. I thought I was supposed to be the one that could do that. I think, yeah, like by turn 3, he had like 2 Blightsteel Colossus on the field. I can't deal with that. Yeah, by turn 3, all that was happening. There's nothing I can do there. I see. Not gonna have really any, like, seriously good, like, turn 2 play, except for maybe Counterspell. I can counter the Tinker, but he's still gonna Time Walk me. Already casting this. Already apparently have enough mana to play this. Tolarian Academy, that explains everything. Oh, indestructible. I had like one game all night where I was actually potentially able to get into a winning position. I had one single game all night where there was actually a shot. I don't know, I better get some like really good pieces of... I better get some Power 9 if I can beat him. Better get something really good if I can ever beat Meloku here. It better be really good, whatever I get. Turn 2, and he's already just playing extra turn spells. What do we discard? And not to mention, all these mana crypts keep coming out of nowhere. Best I can do is something that costs 3. Sure. And he gets another extra turn. Going first. I'm gonna destroy that magic mirror immediately. I'm gonna get strip mined. That's really like the last thing I need. To be like pretty much behind on the whole game and then get hit with a strip mine to make it worse. Wasteland, destroy Tundra. If I didn't play the wrong land, I could have deflected that at least. I'm just gonna have all my lands destroyed turn after turn, aren't I? I'm just gonna lose every single land, right? Frantic search. Of course I lose more life. Good treasure cruise here. I'd like to maybe keep some mana up for mana drain. Barely casting anything at all. That's unusual. That is beyond unusual. That is beyond like weird. I'm not expecting a really big spell to come my way, and then I'll just mana drain to counter it. But it's just simply not coming, which is unusual, to say the least. It's just totally not what I'm expecting. But yeah, this is still in the way. Unless I don't have double white. Even if I want to Wrath of God, I can't even do that. I'll just get countered anyways. Alright, that gets through, I guess, one of his counter spells, I suppose. What do we even do? Give my stuff indestructible, but to what purpose? Pass. I can't come up with anything here. I think we have to just go all in here. Give my creatures indestructible. So I have Narset on the field. What did I exile? Rite of the Dragon Caller, Ancestral Recall. That is gonna be huge, actually. Let's see your hand. A little top heavy, are we? So because of this, I can only control one dragon, right? Is that the case? Not much else I can do, right? I don't see anything else to do. No, I don't think I do. I'm just looking around to see. I think we have to just pass it back. I don't think there's much of a choice. I'll block this time. So this is still in the way. I need to get this off the field somehow. I don't have another white. Okay, that's also good enough. Out of mana. Again, surprise, surprise. Ooh, time stretch. Just gonna make 3 red here. Spend 1 to get rid of Leyline of Singularity. So I got 2 extra turns now. I gotta stop losing these coin flips. Really need to stop losing all these coin flips. Attack like this here. Draw some more cards. I'll play a land. Keep gamble where it is. Lost another coin flip. Swords is not in here. Swords to Plowshares is not in here. Don't mind me, I'm just looking through my deck for something to make sure I don't die to my own Mana Crypt. No, I don't really think I got anything, though. Could just replay Flage from the graveyard and gain some more life anyways. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Back up to 5. Free Soul Ring. Don't mind if I do. Alright, I got another turn. Ooh, win the coin flip. Finally some good fortune here. Attack like this again. I'm at 8. What's in here I can maybe play, if anything? Temporal Mastery. Another extra turn coming my way. I don't know if this actually wins. Not sure if this actually just is lethal on board. It is. But yeah, unfortunately, this means I have to go second. Is there maybe a chance you have to mulligan to like 5 cards in hand or something? Is there a chance? Okay, maybe not if he starts like playing like these low mana artifacts that produce a lot of mana and copying them too, mind you. And then also getting to copy them. I don't know, maybe I really need to just play stuff that destroys all artifacts at this point. I kept the 1 land hand. There's no way I get this. And then the 1 land that I had got destroyed. Yeah, there's no way I get this. No way I possibly can do that. Anyways, I'll just sell some of the cards I did actually win for myself. As much as I do maybe want to duel one of the other opponents, I guess that can wait. Or I can just go take a look regardless. Or I could just take a look and see, like, what is the Arch Nemesis gonna look like? I guess I'll give that a shot. Meloku, I'm probably gonna just... I think I'll stick with Narset and Enlightened Master, but I'll have to make even more changes to the deck for it to actually work out. I'll probably have more, like, crazy changes I need to make. So what does my opponent start with? Okay, this is nowhere near as... This is looking nowhere near as insane as what Meloku was running. But it's gonna be like a carbon copy of my deck outside of the cards we start with. So yeah, this already means I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. Because I know what my deck tries to do. This plus this, he's gonna get Narset out turn 2. I know for a fact I'm gonna be in so much trouble because of this. I know for a fact that's probably gonna be a death sentence. Or he's gonna make this a 4-4 instead. Interesting, no blocks. I'm gonna discard... wow. I guess this'll just go. Oh, okay. Black Lotus. Did it just sacrifice it and do nothing? Wow. Or, I guess we can just rely on my opponent to be really bad at playing my deck, and kind of just win with that. Or they just, like, fumble so badly I just win anyways, despite the fact they got a much better start than me. I'm gonna do 4 damage to this thing. I can make 4 mana. Wait, where did all of his lands go anyways? Oh, this was his only land and he made blue mana with it, and now... Because once you tap it twice, it goes away. Pass. How did you cast this without exiling anything from your graveyard? I am so confused, unless I wasn't paying enough attention here. I know how good that is for a 3-drop, so... I want to just take it for myself with Fractured Identity. Force of Will, counter Force of Will. Alright, now I'm gonna have to deal with my own Narset. Now I gotta deal with my own creature here. I played mine, but clearly I can't do that yet. I'll just keep a bunch of blockers up. Not gonna attack into this. Not gonna risk attacking and not finding anything able to be cast because I can just block and kill that. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to be doing. So, let's go grab... I'll take this to my hand. Right of the Dragon Caller. Pass. Is this indestructible or something? I think it is. Flawless Maneuver, I think, did just make it indestructible. Yep. Guess the best he's gonna do is a Mox Diamond. Oh, but now I got this in the way. And I have 1 blue mana, which I can spend on a Mystical Tutor. putting an Erode on the top of my deck, so let's do this. Cast the Erode, killing that. Pass it back. So we're just gonna both be probably swinging at each other. Trying to find our best non-creature spells. Or I guess Grand Nemesis is gonna give up. Sure. Alright, let's play my own copy of... Abhorrent Oculus. At least that's gonna get through my own counterspells. What is in here we can play for free? Yeah, I think his fate is sealed. At least for game 1, his fate is sealed. I had to beat him only once. I thought this was gonna be best 2 out of 3. So I got some completely random cards for all my trouble. As much as I really want to know who this third guy is, I'm way too tired to like throw myself into another one of these. I'm much too tired to throw myself into this again. So let me just go and run back to the nearest town and just... sell cards, barely gain anything because we barely won anything since the last time we dueled. Barely even won anything anyways. So let me just save, and then I think it'll be back to the drawing board if I really want to beat Meloku. What I think I want to do, for sure... destroy all artifacts, Shatterstorm. Cards like this I probably want to play. Things like that. Yeah, I can make some pretty significant changes to this deck. I don't really know if Flage is gonna cut it here. In this specific matchup, I don't think it would. If I need like 4 mana in one shot, Black or Lotus can get us there. Except this card just, yeah, it's one-time use. Once you use it, it's destroyed permanently. That's the only catch, though. You know what won't get, you know what won't, like, self-destruct when I use it? Are they already, like, all in my deck or something? Pyroblast and Red Elemental Blast, they are. Let's also put the active Volcano in there. 1 mana, destroy any blue permanent. I think that too can totally just go in there. discard my entire hand, but add 3 mana of any one color for 0. I can still I can still cast my commander with this if I'm desperate. If I'm absolutely desperate to get it onto the field early, I can just go all in with Lion's Eye Diamond here. Let's also put Chrome Mox in here for more fast mana as well. I don't think Lightning Bolt's gonna cut it here. I'm seeing not many creatures. Most of the ones I do see are just too big for Lightning Bolt to kill. That's probably not gonna cut it here. I mean, if I just have like a creature with hexproof I gotta deal with, this ain't gonna do much either. If the only creatures I'm dealing with are like ones that have that mirror shield on them that's giving hexproof, yeah, I don't know. If an opponent would draw an extra card, instead I can create a treasure token. I saw Emrakul the Aeon's Torn in Meloku's deck. I saw Ulamog the Infinite Gyre in there. We're gonna bringing back in the bribery. I think, yeah, we should just put that back in. I'm thinking, yeah, that's the play. I'm playing against the blue deck, so I'm expecting a bunch of my stuff to be countered. So let's bring in the Cavern of Souls to prevent that. And I guess if we really just want to go all in, Black or Lotus. I wouldn't want to do this to myself. I'm trying to juggle 3 colors. I don't want to Blood Moon myself. That's not gonna work. really do actually just want to give this another go here. Actually, really do want to just give Meloku one more shot with some of the changes made to the deck. It really wasn't much, but take all the help we can get, really. One land in my hand. No can do. Not much better, but anyways. I don't know, we gotta try something. This is gonna still barely slow my opponent down, right? That's what I was afraid of. But is it gonna be enough? Okay, this is just a heuristic study. Gonna slow myself down just to stop my opponent from drawing a bunch more cards. We might have a shot here, potentially. One, two, three. How much mana? I have 4. That makes 5. I don't know, I just wanted to see my next card. Pass. Making a bunch of illusion tokens, I see. And are they all attacking? Just this one. Destroy all untapped creatures. I'll have to play that next turn, or I could just do it now. This... what's gonna go on top? I'm thinking here, I really am. Skyclave should probably stay. Close to the top, Flooded Strand. I just noticed, like, he's kind of spending, Meloku's kind of spending all his mana just to keep these mana vaults untapped. Which is really actually good news for me. Mirror Shield is off the field. How much time does this buy me, though? Huh. I see the problem here. Okay, but this can't counter Supreme Verdict, so I think this is just going to be the way to go. Yeah, that's apparently what I have to do. And he just got a time stretch. Alright, let's just pretty much wait until he plays something that kills us. Since I basically can't do anything because it's just taking multiple turns all in a row. Yep. Yeah, as soon as the time stretch came down, it was over. Blacker Lotus, Mox Ruby. Turn 1, Bribery. I'm gonna do that on turn 1. Turn 1, Bribery. Play a Talisman style. Yeah, I can take that. Put this back into the hand, attack. Yeah. Alright, there's no possible universe in which I can lose this game to. Yeah, that's exactly why I brought in the Bribery. I just didn't think it was gonna literally land at turn 1. I still have to just attack turn after turn until the game's over, mind you. But yeah, other than that... That was... Oh, Shatterstorm. Can I make it 4 turns before things really get out of hand, though? Can I even make it 4 turns? Is the question. Especially since Moloku goes first. Can I even survive 4 turns here? This is one problem. Enlightened Tutor... Interesting. Do I just kill my own creature to get to a basic land sooner? That might actually be the play here. Just to get to a Shatterstorm as soon as possible, that might be the play. Alright, never mind, he got this on the field. And he has an extra turn, and another one. And another one. Alright, I finally got it back. Finally got my turn back, but... Finally got my turn back, but this is now what I'm staring down. I did not, in fact, make it to turn 4. Game was pretty much over by turn 3, more or less. And now that Blocker Lotus is gone. Just to literally not even make it past turn 3. Well, I guess I'll put one more Signet into the deck. And that's